The economic growth and development of a country comes about through innovations and the ability to tap the latent entrepreneurial talents existing in the society. In Kenya, the youth form a majority of the population, and given an opportunity, they are very creative, innovative, and highly talented. Their optimism gives them enormous potential to contribute to the community. An estimated 500,000 youth graduate from various tertiary institutions annually in Kenya, yet white-collar jobs are very limited in number, leaving hundreds of youth jobless. In an attempt to address this scenario, Economic Projects Transformational Facility (EPTF) was established in 1991 with the objective of helping young graduates start and manage successful businesses.
One of the unique features of EPTF entrepreneurial training was the fact that EPTF was not only giving the entrepreneurial skills, but EPTF was looking at transforming the mindset of these students and the people that EPTF has been working with. One of the things you will notice in a Kenyan student or in a Kenyan person who leaves school is that they have gone through an exam-based education, where they at certain stages of life they do a major exam, and some of these people already believe that they are failures because they could not make it to the next level, or they made it to the next level with very low grades. EPTF has sought to challenge that mindset by bringing biblical principles. And when they are bringing biblical principles, they are looking at a student and trying to tell them, you are created in God's image. You are a creator yourself. You have what it takes if you can only believe in yourself. And so EPTF has had those two approaches where you are giving the skills, but you are also impacting the whole person and helping them identify their whole potential.
Since its inception, EPTF has used the threefold approach programs, which include entrepreneurship training, mentoring, and business development support services. The programs are designed to challenge existing mindsets among many youth competing for limited job opportunities each year. They also act as a tool to inspire them to identify their gifts, seize opportunities, and embrace entrepreneurship. Many young people venture into business without the practical knowledge on how to manage their enterprises and the challenges involved.
We were running a clothing line for t-shirts. The main challenge then was be able to keep records of how money is, how we spend of our expenses and our income. So we would lose track of that. Other times we would spend the company's or the business money instead of spending what should be our payroll. So we interfered a lot. There was a lot of interference with the working capital, which most of the times would put us at a struggling end.
EPTF has taken up the role of empowering the youth by offering entrepreneurship training, which has gone a long way in producing successful businesses.
When I think about a young person who comes in on the first day for our training, and when they walk in, they look hopeless. They look like they've lost self-belief. And they just look like they're trying this one last thing to see if it will work. And if it doesn't work, then that's it for them. And then just to watch them come into the class and then find out things that they had never known about business, about themselves, about God's word, and about what God's word says about business. And then grow and become, useful people in society, building up their hope, being able to employ other people, being able to support their family. It gives them self-esteem.
The training takes an integrative approach, equipping the trainee with both entrepreneurial and technical skills. Creativity and practicality are emphasized to ensure development of unique business ventures. Trainees are also encouraged to actively participate in the transformation of their communities through business.
The training program mostly intended one networking because I was meeting different people. There was the aspect of communication skills, how to communicate, especially when it comes to business development. There's the aspect of coming up with a business plan. For one to come up with business, one has to have a business plan. There was also bookkeeping, know how to use your money in the business, how to differentiate between what comes to the business and what's basically personal for you. And then there's how to make what you've learned from the training beneficial to the community at large.
The other challenge was being able to identify our market and create a niche for that particular market so that we remain appealing to that particular market. So yes, we had t-shirts, they were more appealing to the youth, but then we realized for the kind of growth we needed, that was not the target market that would have taken us to where we are now. The t-shirt business was just a stepping stone, but our actual area was branding and our target market was the corporates.
You don't have to come up with something new, something that does not exist. You can come up with something that exists, but do it differently. That to me is innovation. Improve on what is there and make it beneficial to not one person or two people, but 10 more people.
EPTF has a mentoring program as a key element in its activities. This program links entrepreneurs with experienced business owners and professionals in a formal mentoring and coaching relationship. This has increased the chances for successful business startups and development.
As I continued working with business people and the target mainly being the low income category of the business people, I noted a gap that was existing. And the gap that I noted is the inability to sustain the enterprises started to the long term.
Before mentorship, I was doing my business to get money to use. And that was it. At first, most of the things I learned from Mary, or even the questions, the very basic questions that she was asking, to me were sounding like Greek. What is your vision for your business? The next, how many years? Well, business records. With that kind of mentality and with that lack of education in running a business, I had so many challenges. Money used to be mixed all over the place. Of course, after now I got into the mentorship relationship, I got now to understand business as a business person and to look at the business, not just as a hobby, but as a business person.
As you do business mentoring, you realize just having business skills is not enough because you may have all the technical skills on how to run a business, how to attract customers, how to come up with a good business plan. But that alone is not sufficient because there are other skills that if a business person doesn't have, they can't be able to be successful in their business. And these skills are soft. And soft skills here means like personal development, personal leadership skills. It's where someone is able to manage their teams. It's where someone is able to also work as a team with the people they are working with. And above that, something that I've noted very important as a Christian is where you're also able to bring in the spiritual bit in mentorship.
26-year-old Danshon Mugambi, an interior designer, can attest that business mentorship is immeasurable to any entrepreneur.
Sometimes maybe it's that some unfair stuff are done on your way as you're doing business, and then you are very demotivated. Sometimes you actually don't feel like doing business anymore. Most times you need someone to tell you, by the way, if you go this way you burn, you go this way you're going to the right direction, you go this way 5 years down the line you're going to the drain. So it's for me it's very relevant. It's very mature actually to have someone.
EPTF is looking forward to enhancing its mentoring program to embrace all the business aspects through the Mentor Training Program.
We are launching the pilot of the Mentor Training Program next year in 2013, in which we hope to take about 30 people through the Mentor Training Program and hope to upscale it in 2014 onward by actually making it a program that anyone interested in business mentoring can undertake. The course will cover two components. There will be the business component and then the personal leadership component. The business component being the skills that you need to assess a business, to assess the likelihood of that business's success and to address the gaps that business person needs to meet in order for their business to succeed.
Grace Mahinda is one of the mentors who were trained in February of 2012 as EPTF looks forward to making the mentor training program a success.
It was a very interesting training because normally when we are mentoring in a normal situation, we try to solve problems. But the training that we went through, we were assisted to see a different way of going around the problems by looking at opportunities. To the would-be mentors, yes, I would say it's fulfilling to work with the youth, and it is something that will benefit the mentor themselves. I look at it as an opportunity to help others and help myself.
In its endeavor to reach more youth, EPTF has expanded its services to various counties in the country. Indeed, EPTF has successfully established a resource center in Mombasa that is a business training hub for the youth. The center hosts an incubation center as well as a training facility.
We realized the need for being in those regions that we were training in, so that when people have questions, they have an office they can come to. Some of them have a need to be incubated for a while as they do their businesses, because they may not be able to pay for the office. And that is what led us to come up with the first pilot project in Mombasa.
In Kenya, the main obstacle for small and medium enterprises at the startup stage is a lack of entrepreneurial knowledge and support. With 10 years' experience in entrepreneurship development training, EPTF has taken up business training and follow-up to address key challenges associated with the growth of small and medium enterprises.
We have a business incubation. In the business incubation, we provide people with office support services. This includes provision an office whereby we give you a computer, which has internet. We also have a common reception an administrator. We also provide photocopying, faxing, internet. We have a cyber internet. We also have access to a boardroom where you can meet your clients. That is the incubation. We also have we also provide business material, business literacy on entrepreneurship. We provide books, selected books. We provide audiovisual materials.
The resource center has a lot of importance in the society. One of the points is that at the moment graduates are being churned from the universities, and also we have also college graduates, and also we have Form 4 leavers. So a place like this will actually enable to create entrepreneurs and not just job seekers. I've learned several lessons, one of them being time management skills and also management in general. They have been very beneficial, and how I also engage with partners and also clients.
In Mombasa, EPTF, in collaboration with other partners, have assisted many young people to develop successful businesses.
In 2012, we were able to visit over 20 businesses. And 2012 was economically a difficult year for many people. But because of the advice that we were able to give to the businesses that we visited, they were able to stabilize and pull through. What we normally do when we do the visits, we look at the records. Are they keeping records? We look at their cash flows. We give them advice. This has been very helpful to the people.
EPTF is optimistic that with the help of its partners and the society, they will be able to reach many young entrepreneurs by establishing more resource centers in the country and introducing diverse mentoring programs.
I believe it's important to open similar centers. First of all, is the youth form the highest percentage of this country, and most of them are jobless. Given this opportunity, they can actually become entrepreneurs, and they can even employ other people, and they will form a very big part of the economy and the society in general.
The future plans for EPTF is, of course, in each of these regions we would want to have resource centers that are able to generate their own income, but they are also able to offer business development support for the people in each of those regions.
With more support and better financing, EPTF's programs will continue to stimulate entrepreneurship, jobs, wealth creation and innovation that can be integrated into the existing ideas to build up a great homegrown economy.
There are lots of opportunities for those who can come with us and walk with us on this noble path. First of all, we need to upscale our mentoring program. And for us to upscale our mentoring program in this venture, we need resources so that we can expand the horizon. Two, that we can do a lot more than we are doing right now. And we need more partners to work along with us to expand that training program that we have been undertaking since inception. And three, the issue of self-sustainability. Right now, EPTF has in mind to start a training center in Nakuru. The training center in Nakuru that's going to enable us to have not only a conference center, but also a tourist guest house. We intend to move to the counties so that in every single county, EPTF in the future will be present to impact on the communities of entrepreneurs and youth.
Business can be uncertain and difficult to manage, but with proper guidance, encouragement and mentoring, many entrepreneurs eventually grow and succeed. The entrepreneur in us sees opportunities everywhere we look. EPTF sees opportunity in the empowerment of entrepreneurs through training and mentoring, enabling them transform communities.
It's a new dawn with a new hope for a people who stand by the truth, to be accountable stewards, mindful of the kingdom, transforming communities for Christ.